English Leap Podcast. Hey, English listeners, welcome back to the English Leap Podcast, your cozy place to learn easy English through real conversations. I'm Jake. We're really happy you're here. Okay, Jake, what's your brain weather today? Sunny or stormy? Stormy, like thought a group meeting without me. A group meeting? No way, are you sure? Yeah, everyone's stuck at once. No chance that no minutes, just panic. Oh, no chance that is the worst kind of meeting. And if your brain feels like that too, trust me, you're not alone. You're really not. And today's song is like a warm cup of tea for your mind. Because today we're talking about how to change your life by journaling in 2026. Yeah, that's right. It's like give your thought a home. To stop living rent-free ahead, living rent-free world that painfully accurate, right? Like, excuse me thoughts, pay rent or leave. Here's the funny part. Here's journalings. They think, oh, I have to write a whole book. No way. That's exactly what the week on day 2. Yes, because they imagine perfect notebook, perfect handwriting, perfect feelings. Perfect feelings, huh? What if that? I don't know. I never met them. So today we're making journaling simple, real life, doable. Doable is the key word because small is how you stay consistent. Also, it's just it's the P1 level special. Yes, perfection immediately, listener, and still friendly for strong beginners. Right? Let's take your understand, repeat up your skill line, and let the rest wash over you. That's what's still learning. Because the English Leap podcast will do calm work to intent. Yes, key vocabulary idioms in phrases from explain simply. No diversified. Yeah, these fights are banned. Totally banned. Okay, what questions become your judgment? Go on. Why does writing feels like therapy? The starting feels so hard. Because starting means you have to face on what's inside. But don't worry, we're doing it gently. Alright, you start point 1. Why your brain is overloaded with thoughts? Okay, picture this. Your brain is not broken. It just overloaded. Like a phone with a 2% battery, but 50 apps running. 50? No way. That phone is suffering. Exactly. And your brain is suffering too. So why this happen? Reason 1. You're holding too many unfinished things. Unfinished things like what? A message you didn't reply to. A text you keep delaying. A conversation you keep replaying. A worry that never got a clear answer. So your brain keep opens like tabs. Yes, an open tab creates noise. And when your mind is noisy, it's hard to hear yourself. Right, that leads perfectly to reason 2. Reason 2. Modern life gives your brain no quiet minutes. The more it says, you score. The moment you feel stressed, you distract. So the feeling never get processed, they just get covered. Yes. Yeah, and the scholar feeling doesn't disappear, they want. Yes, they wait, and then they show up later, and which least expected. Right, that's bringing up to reason 3. Reason 3, your brain is trying to protect you. Yes, protect you from mistakes, from embarrassment, from failures. So keep sending warning. Don't forget, don't mess up. What if department is very active? Too active. And here's the truth. Your brain is not your enemy. It's doing jobs. It needs help. And journaling is that help. Because writing is like taking your thoughts over the air and putting them on the table so you can finally look at them. Yes, and when you look at them, you can sort them, you can choose what matters, you can breathe. Okay, so now bright brain feels overloaded. Yes, and honestly, it's just meaning already helps. Like, oh, this is why I feel tired. That's it. Because when your mind is grounded, you don't need more pressure. You need more space. And that's your next question. Why journaling is important? Yeah, because if your brain feels grounded, you don't need more pressure. You need space. Exactly. Journaling is one of the simplest ways to create a space quietly. Think of your mind like a room. When life gets busy, the room fills up with stuff, unfinished tasks, emotions, worries, little fears. That's mental clutter. Man, mental clutter is the perfect phrases. It's not a one big problem. It's a lot of small things pile up. And with the clutter builds up, you start feeling cloudy. You mean brain fog. Brain fog, exactly. You're awake, not sharp. You stare on a task and nothing moves. Like your brain is saying, I'm here, but I'm tired. Yes, I might have a tiny moments like that week. Can I share it? Please. So I said that one. I kept opening and closing the same thing. I couldn't focus. I feel foggy and irritated. It's surreal and realized I was pouring up stress. I didn't talk about it. I didn't write it. I just held in it. Like putting a lid on your feeling and hoping it behave. Exactly. But don't. They push back. And with the bottom things up, that is spiral. Spiral. Yeah. One worry becomes 5, then 10. And suddenly your mind is running a marathon at midnight. And you're tired. You can't stop. This is where journaling helps because writing lets you get out of your system without needing the perfect words. Yes, you don't have to write a novel. You can just jot a few lines with honest. A few lines can clear your chest, like letting air out of a tight balloon. And then you get headspace. Headspace, that breathing room inside your mind. And journaling also help you process. Yes, not brushing, not ignoring. It's just slowly working through what happened, how you feel. It's like you're sitting with yourself instead of running away from yourself. That's beautiful. And it's something I love about journaling. Tell me, is keep blank stays feeling. A fresh page, a new change. Yes, even if a day was messy, the page feels clean. And in 2026, this matters because journaling is small. But in the long run, it changes you. It really does. A little writing today becomes clarity later. Okay, it's so why journaling is important. Now let's make it super simple. Let's go to the next part. A 3-level of journaling. Yeah, 3 levels so you can pick what fits your day. No pressure, no perfect journal energy. No dear Irie, today I became a new person. Please, a little life. And what should we actually do? Like we write. Yeah, so you're not guessing. You can copy style and start today. Let's start on level 1. What did you do? Well, this easy level, perfect for busy days. Yes, when you mental clutter, when you don't deep thinking, you just relieve. When your brain is like, please, not today. Exactly. For me, level 1 is a blurred day. Words, messages, arrange, and if not, what it happened today? What it keeps simple. So I wrote coffee, meetings, traffic, lunch, grocery, cooks, showered, phone, sleep. See, that's journaling. Short, honest. And sometimes I add one tiny moment I don't forget for that. Yes, one small details makes the day feel real. And when you can see your day clearly, your mind relaxes a little. Yes. The some days, even after you list the day, the thoughts are still running. Yeah, those thinking too much days. Level 2 is for thinking too much day. Yeah, when you feel fog and brain fog because thoughts are looping. And if you don't write them, they can spiral. Spiral. Yeah. I had a one night. I was tired, but my mouth wouldn't stop. Midnight brain. Yeah, so I just jot down our thoughts, no filter. That's the key. They just jot it down. I wrote, I think about money. I think about my times. I'm thinking about behind. I'm thinking about trying to sing six needs to be different. Seeing on paper is much smaller, and it's helped me get up with my system so I can sleep. Because the pace holds the thoughts, so your mind doesn't have to. Yep, and sometimes it's not even thoughts, it's feelings sitting under the thoughts. Yeah, it's quiet emotion hiding in the background, right? And that takes us to level 3. Level 3 is deepest level, feelings. Yes, because often bother feelings every time we find, and later it shows the stress, mood, or silence. Yes, so letter 3 is how you process instead of pushing it away. I have a moment after tense conversations. I kept replaying in my head, like movie you don't even choose. Exactly. So I wrote, feels first, I wrote. I feel hurt, I feel disappointed, I feel small. I want to speak, but I stay quiet. That powerful. And then I add a warmer line. What I need is peace. That's a blank stage moment, a fresh page, a fresh art. Yes, it's in the long run. This will change you because you're carrying everything in your body. It's labeled a place. So those are 3 levels. What you did, what you thought, what you felt. And you can mix them. Some days level 1 only. Yeah, some day 1 sentence only. Still count. Okay, now we go to the last part. Yes, actionable tips to start journaling in 2026 is actually stick with it. Because knowing is idea nice, but you want to tomorrow morning. Right, so we start easier stuff. The one that removes pressure. Tip 1, making ridiculously too easy to begin. Yes, it's so easy your brain to negotiate. Exactly. 2 minutes, 1 tiny entry. With my mental clutter, you can need to big stacks, you need a small opening. Tip 2, choose your time anchor, like after coffee hour before bed, or right after your shower. Your journey becomes a routine, not a someday. Because someday is where habits go to die. Tip 3, keep one simple breath ready. Yes, when your brain fogs, brown hole, like what's on my mind, or what do I need today, or what am I avoiding? This question help you process without forcing deep writing. Tip 4, use the 1 sentence rule on hard days. Yes, even 1 sentence keep a habit alive. Like today was heavy, or my thoughts are spiraling. I need rest. That's 1 sentence and get it out of your system a little bit. Tip 5, don't bottle up, label it. Name that feeling. I feel stressed, I feel hurt, I feel tired. Because when you label it, when you scroll controlling, and if you hesitate, we breathe again. Tip 6, treat every page like a blank space. And if you missed yesterday, the page doesn't judge you. You don't need to catch up. Your journal is not your boss. Exactly, it's your friend. And tip 7, think is the long run. Journaling is not a magic trick. It requires habit. It's the long run, the clear brain fog, reduce mental clutter, and have you better choices. Yes, small writing today because calmer life later. Okay, we shared a lot today. Yeah, so now let's slow down because we should really use word, journaling words when we want to them some in a state English, not flying away. So, word 2 times, slow and simple. First phrase, mental clutter. Mental clutter means too many thoughts in your mind. There's a massive room in your head. Yes, your mind feels crowded. Journalings help you clear that clutter. For example, my mind had a mental clutter, so I wrote 2 minutes. Or writing helps me clear mental clutter before sleep. Next, brain fog. Brain fog is when your mind cloudy, when you can focus well. Right, you feel slow, confused, or not sharp. Writing can bring clarity when you feel foggy. For example, I had a brain fog as I jot down my thoughts. Or journaling happens when my focus is strong. Next phrasal verb, bottle off. Bottle off means you keep your feeling. Bottle off. Like closing a lid on your emotions. Journaling is a safe way to bottle things off. For example, I bottled up stress all week, so I finally brought it out. Or don't bottle it off. Put it on the page. Next, spiral. Spiral means the thought in circle and worse and worse. Right. 1 becomes 5 and 10. Right can't stop spiral because thoughts slow down. For example, my thought starts to spiral, so I wrote 1 page. Or when I spiral at night, journaling helped me calm down. Next, get it out of your system. That means you release something that you're holding inside so you feel lighter. Yes, like taking pressure on your chest. The train jump can help you get out of our system. For example, I need to get out of my system, so I take quick brain dump. Or writing them get me stressed and out of system. Next phrasal verb, jot down. Jot down means writing something quickly, a few words. Yes, not a long diary, just quick notes. This makes journaling feel doable. For example, I jot down 3 lines after my coffee. Or when I'm tired, I just jot it down. Next, headspace. Headspace means a mental space you have things and breathe. Right, when you have a no space, everything feels heavy. Journaling can give a headspace. For example, writing gives me headspace when I feel overwhelmed. Or after journaling, I feel more headspace in my mind. Next, process. To process means to understand, deal with feelings even slowly. Yes, not ignoring, not rushing, not just working through it. Writing helps you process instead of pushing away. For example, I wrote to process happened today. Or journaling helps me process my emotions. Next idioms, a blank slate. A blank slate means a fresh start. Right, new page, new change. In 2026, journalists can feel like blank states from your mind. For example, this page is a blank slate. I can begin again. Or every morning feels like blankets when I write. So that's common word to word. Yes, and you don't need to remember everything. Just pick 2 and 3, use them this week. And if you miss it, okay, it's okay. Come back. Your journey is a blank slate because it's not about being perfect 2026. It's about giving your mind a little headspace so you can breathe and move forward. Relying can clear mental clutters. Even quick jot down is commit spiral. And in the long run, a small base becomes common life. So here's tiny homework. Today, jot down 1 line. Just one. What you did, what you thought, what you felt. And if your line is I'm tired, honestly, it counts. It definitely counts. This honor and this check. And you've been listening to the NHถี่podcast. Bye.